extraordinary individual.
So, in the back of the room is Nanette Saylor, my partner, and I'm going to talk about a program that we do together. And we're going to open with a bit of meditation, but there's a couple of things to know about before we do that. Vibration 432 is the ambient sound of love. And the back of that card has a logo for Vibration 432, which is a nonprofit. So when I make a reference to 432, when your heart is to the vibration of love that you generate yourself, that you can generate yourself, and then at the end of it, I'm going to ask you to take your middle finger and place it in the middle of your palm and both sides, and try it right now, and you'll notice that when you place your finger in the middle, you have to take a deeper breath. It is related to the meridian that goes to the diaphragm, and you have to take a deeper breath, and breath can always help any situation, just as love can help any situation. So let's start, and put your hand on your heart, maybe close your eyes, and think that you have the vibration 432 right in the palm of your hand. And we share that in this room today. Think about something that's a little confounding for you, maybe not the biggest issue in your life, but something that seems challenging. And send it love, send it the 432 energy. And just ground your feet and bask in the love. And then you can open your eyes and take your middle finger and place it in the palm of your hand. And let's oxygenate your love solution. One side, and then the other. So, today, I have 3 agendas: to have fun, to introduce cosmic reset from an astrological point of view, to introduce High Vibe 432, a program that Nanette and I do together, and she's handed out and she's going to hand out a handout that if I fail to get all the details, she designed a beautiful flyer that will give you all the information that you need. So, the have fun first. I'm going to have her pass the cards again and see if anybody gets a doubled number. And doubled numbers in numerology are master numbers. In our program, they're called mastery numbers, because our program is called High Vibe Mastery. And it's something we're going to do all next year. We have done it this past year. It's virtual, so anybody can join. And we record messages. But the reason why perhaps this will be more important ever before is, I don't know how many people are following 3I Atlas and the scientists talking about the space, what's going on in space. And some of the scientists talk about it like it's terrifying. And people don't like change that much. I mean, people get terrified over change, but what is happening every 36 to 37 years, the planets of Neptune, idealism, and Saturn, realism, come together. Idealism meets realism. And they're playing a dance with one another right now. Because of retrogradation. of going backwards and forwards. They meet up and then they separate, and they meet up and then they separate. But on February 20th of 26, they're meeting up, and to astrologers, that's called the Great Reset. Why is it called the Great Reset? We didn't, I mean, last time it happened, the Berlin Wall fell. And before that, the salt vaccine was invented. Things that have global implications. So that was happening when we just had an ordinary idealism meets realism. But this year, it's on the world, it's at 0 degrees of Aries. And 0 degrees of Aries is the beginning of spring. It's the beginning of the astrological year, and it's the world axis. And we have never in human history had a global, those two planets meet on the world axis. Astrologers do their due diligence by going back in history. What happened in history when this happened before? There's no history to go for. And I think if you just look at what's going on in the planet, there's all sorts of resets going on. And 2026 should be a kind of critical year in reset. And as I say, the human condition is to not think change is the coolest thing often. And so High Vibe Mastery is a program which we have done. This will be our 3rd year, and we've had a wonderful time. There's some people in the group in this room. So the fact that they show up to see me, even when there are lots of other choices there, what we have done is had something go on every month as a part of support process. And one of the things is we can just pass, you each got a single card. Here's information that would show the whole, you can just pass them around for show and tell.
And we do have somebody who got double.
We've got somebody who's already gotten a double.
I got a double.
Oh, yes.
And so did you have people to pick 2?
They picked one first, and then we went around and we did a second one now, so everybody's got 2.
And at the end of the time, I will hand out or actually, Nanette, why don't you hand out these? This is a sheet that tells what the doubled numbers are, and we have enough cards that we could pass them around again, and you can take another shot at whether, for fun. I mean, this has, there's more, these cards were designed with, by me. I am 40 years a card reader, and I love cards. I think that cards to me are a best friend. And so that you've gotten Cosmic Reset, now Introduction to High Vibe Mastery. Every day, Nanette's a proponent of a daily practice. She says, like, say your thing about daily-ish.
Yes. So I've been an Artist Way follower and journaler, morning pages for many, many, many years. And everyone always asks, oh, how do you do that every single day? And I say, well, I don't really do it every single day. Daily-ish is good enough.
So for the sake of the recording, Nanette was explaining that daily-ish is that to do a constant practice. These cards are available to do daily-ish, but they're also available to do, I'm going to a meeting and I'm uptight about the meeting, what could spur me on? Where do I get a master number? doubled numbers in numerology to uplift my energy and to make an I am statement. For example, if you got optimism, I am optimistic. And saying to yourself, I am optimistic, walking into a meeting that you're worried about could make a huge difference in the energetic shift. And then, as I say, the basis, the back side of the card, every card has vibration 432. So I am optimistic, bathed in love. So then the next thing that I want to talk about, that if you wanted to try us out, and for those people who are in the group, this is something I created with Nanette. And it is a vision book. This is my version, and you can create any vision book. We have, starting in December 5th, that's a Friday night, a session, 2 sessions on Saturday, and a session on Sunday. And by the time you're done, you will have a grounding for 2026. And it can be standalone, or it can be made available to you to I'm sorry. I'm standing on this walker because I have sciatica, and it's just painful. And
Where will this December 5th take place?
it's virtual.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah, it's.
Would you like a chair?
No, I think thanks. That's really sweet of you.
Absolutely, whatever works for you.
Somebody's supposed to be giving me signals about how many minutes I have left, or
10 minutes left.
10 minutes left. Okay. Do people have questions about what I've talked about so far?
I'd love to hear the double numbers people got.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's hear and I'll repeat them for the recording.
I am optimistic.
You got 2 optimistics. 2 optimistics is 3 plus 3. And so the mastery number from that is 6. And the 6 is in the deck of cards. If you took the card and cut it in half, it would be the same at the top and the bottom. We metaphysicians use the phrase as above, so below. So you're getting a message to remember that what's above, because we tend to think, look up the heavens, there's benevolent, there are angels up there, there's fairy dust, there's stars, as above, so below. So you're getting a reminder that you are a carrier of the energy of as above, so below.
Thank you.
Who?
I got 2 sevens.
2 sevens, so 2 sevens add together, 14, and in numerology you keep adding to a single, so 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. And 5 is, so she got focus, that reduces to a 5, which is wisdom. So does that resonate with this? Is a hit of wisdom going to serve you today? Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? We can pass the bag around. We can keep shooting for mastery numbers.
Try to go more around. Here, see if you can get a mastery. Go ahead and reach in and see if you get one that matches the 2 that you have.
What's the mastery number?
A mastery number is a doubled number, and we use it as mastery number in our program.
Cool. What if our life number is a
Hey,
mastery number?
If your life number is a mastery number, meaning that your birthday adds up to a double number, that means that you can function at a higher octave. You don't always function at that, but there's a case, like opera singers can sing
Yeah.
at a higher octave.
Yes.
They don't sing at the higher octave all the time, but they have the capability.
Cool.
When I have a client who comes, who has a master number, I tend to ask them, and of course, depending upon the age, it doesn't always work, if they were in gifted and talented classes. And primarily, people who have master numbers are in gifted and talented
Wow.
classes. It comes from Pythagoras. You know, these mathematicians believe that the only way you can understand anything is with numbers. And so this Pythagoras, who lived 500 years BC, quite a long time ago, this is the spiritual side of numbers, the spiritual side of the quality of numbers. So have we gotten any more?
Yeah, we have one here and one here and one here. Look at that.
So people are being blessed with mastery. And you see that it's fun. Part of the reason why I wanted to communicate, and if anybody who's in the group wants to make a comment, I do feel like speaking of love, I mean, Nanette and I dearly love everybody who's in our group, and I hope it's felt. And there's a whole thing about like making a vision book. We intend this to be a good, fun activity. So, and if you read the flyer, if you sign up before Thanksgiving, you can come bring a friend for free. So, and we keep the price at affordable. There is some people in their coaching want to have more personalized coaching, and this year we're going to have a VIP program so that if there was someone who wanted to get monthly input. My expertise is astrology, numerology, tarot, and I do aura imaging. Nanette's expertise is that when she, as a very accomplished executive personality in the hotel business, we know one another because I saw Nanette on a panel for the Cornell Alumni Association, so she was on a panel with like these huge multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs that graduated from Cornell. And so it was such a pleasure when we met. And she's an Aquarius, and I don't know if you know about Aquarians. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of surprises and rebellion. And so
I had midlife rebellion.
She just said she had her midlife rebellion. And when she had her midlife rebellion, she didn't want to be just an ordinary coach because she's an Aquarian. She couldn't be an ordinary. She decided to be a coach that does conscious creativity. And I don't think that's commonly known about, but there are these people all over the country. She practices what she preaches. She works with various gurus of creativity, and that this whole idea about when you take, there's something about having it come from your being to have the symbols and stuff that, so she's great at just this big resource. So, question.
What time is the workshop?
The time of the workshop is,
It's going to begin in the evening on the 5th, and then we'll have 2 sessions, a morning and an afternoon session on the 6th, and then an afternoon on the 7th. So it's the weekend, but you have some breaks. And it will be recorded also.
So it's going to be night on Friday, Saturday,
It's morning and afternoon.
same thing, or just, it's the whole day?
Because it's a continuation.
Okay,
So,
full day, okay.
yeah, with a good sized break in the middle, we'll take about an hour and a half break.
Yeah.
And then,
Sunday.
and Sunday will be in the afternoon for a couple of hours.
And questions? I want to be polite to the next person who speaks, so we'll wrap it up.
And I just want to acknowledge the people, there were a couple more people who got mastery numbers also. So for your insights, you have the sheet there. And so now you can send them off with the game.
Well, let's send them off with
With the
heart.
breath.
Let's go back.
Yes.
Thank you for coming today. Remember, 432, get a little energy right in the palm of your hand. And have a wonderful rest of your day, and why don't we conclude with putting, and just so you know, this is part of an activity that comes from a healing art called Jin Shin Jitsu, and there's a whole additional work you can do with the hand, and those are the kinds of things that we share tools for going forward. And I wanted to make an offer. I don't know whether you read my description on the web. I said that there'd be a coupon. If you sign up for the workshop, for the reset workshop to make the book, then contact me and say you were in this audience, and I will tell you where the global reset hits in your chart, because it hits people in there's 12 different locations in the chart where it could exist, and it may be very helpful information to know where you can focus your attention and get the most bang for the buck in making changes in your own life. Thank you very much.
I would just like to do a brief testimony for both Hattie and Annette, because I've been a part of their workshop for at least a year, if not longer, and I've known them for a very long time. And the workshop just really speaks to your heart and your soul and helps you grow, and the connections that you make within the group are also extraordinary. And so I've known Hattie for many, many years, longer than Annette, and she is exceptional in terms of interpreting your chart and guiding you and giving you direction. So I just wanted to provide that.
Thank you.